What's up, everyone? Healthy Assets here, member of Wealth Group. And today I got my brother Tareeq, one of Wealth Group's dedicated traders, with me. Today, we're going to dive into Tariq's journey, his mindset, and how he approaches crypto trading. What's up, Tareeq? Why don't you tell us about yourself, bro?
What's up, Drew? How you doing?
Good,
All
man.
good? So my journey is probably similar to a lot of people's. Started during COVID. Started when I was 21, and just started during the stocks. Got into stocks. Found some 10x's on some COVID stocks. I got addicted to those numbers, like trying to get the 10x's, but you can't really do it on stocks. So I was like, okay, what's the next thing? I was like, okay, crypto. I've been looking into it. It's kind of crazy. Crypto is. I don't really understand much about it, and then I found what people love and also people hate is meme coins.
Yeah, bro.
So I don't know if you were around at the BNB stage
Oh,
when on Pancake Swap you had to use it.
dude, that was a
It
trick.
was yeah, it was wild. It's the Wild West now, but back then it was even worse.
I feel
So
like,
I got into a bunch of them. Obviously, I lost a lot of money, but then there was a couple meme coins. So like Safe Moon, I got in. I mean, I got in at like the first week and sold it the week after for maybe 10, 15 grand. A couple of weeks later, it's when it absolutely ripped. I was like, fuck. So that investment could have got me half a mil quite easy. Got into another one that was like 250K. But obviously, like I'm sure you've done, a lot of people have round trips, maybe about 50% of that. So I still had money after that. But at the time, I was only 21. So as a 21-year-old, and you sell something for like 100 grand, you think you're Mr. Billy Big Bollocks. And then I think that my ego and confidence just went up, and I just kept trying to chase that again. And I never ended up getting back to that like that year. So then I was like, fuck, I've got no money. What am I going to do? So I had to apply for jobs. So I was working in the factory for about a year and a bit, it was awful, but it paid good money. It allowed me to survive and live. So it was fine. But as I was doing it, it was just constantly just checking the charts. And then, yeah, I found the wonderful group of Wealth Group, which is how me and you both met.
Yeah, bro. I actually had the luxury of meeting you in person, and we actually connected off, which was like so cool to kind of meet somebody from the group, the Discord, and then hit it off like we were one of our own best friends growing up.
Yeah, definitely. I think 'cause as well, you speak so much over like I speak to people on Discord like every day, and I would never text my friends every day because you speak to them every day. You
Yeah.
probably get better relationships from that. So yeah, it was great meeting everyone in New York over the summer.
That was a trip and a half. But let's just rewind, bro, because
Yeah,
you literally just covered something that I think all of us experienced, which was one, that COVID era, like, the world was at such a scary place. And I feel like, what did we get? Bitcoin down to almost like 3K. Like
yeah, it was crazy.
I didn't buy it then, which was
I wish I did.
I wish I loaded up, but
Yeah,
every other trader's journey, right? Like you get a lot of money at 19, 20, 21, 100K. Like, oh, dude, I'm like looking at islands. I'm about to buy,
yeah,
thinking I'm the man. And then, yeah, without proper management, dude, like I also round tripped six figures. Like, I feel like that's also part of the journey that every trader has to do. Like, it's their
yeah.
tuition fee, round tripping, right? And that's what also helps you build with your experience and time. How hard was it, having that six figure win and then hitting that six figure almost loss that round trip to going to working in like a factory for you?
It was pretty humbling because at the time, it was 21 in UK is when you graduate university, so college for you guys in America. And all my friends, I did rubbish at university. I got a 2-2, which is barely a pass. But all my friends were getting jobs. They were moving out of our hometown, getting these jobs, and there's silly old me stuck in a factory still. So there was some sort of, yeah, I'd say embarrassment with it, but it was quite humbling. But I knew as soon as I started actually looking into charts, I knew this is what I wanted to do. So I just sort of put my ego to the side and just went, fuck it, I'm just going to try this. If it doesn't work for me, then I'll just get a 9 to 5. And there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 at all. Because I think a lot of people, they shit talk about 9 to 5s. But the thing is, 9 to 5s, they give you security and you don't have to worry about where you get your money from to pay the bills, to cover any family trips, holidays, or anything like that. So, yes, trading is great, gives you this great lifestyle, but you don't have the security of a stable income. And I think a lot of people, they see all of these things, especially on Twitter, right? They see all these big P&L cards. They think they can get all this money just overnight. And it hasn't been like, well, for me anyway, it hasn't been like that since back in the pancake swap days.
Yeah.
So it is really tough.
Yeah, I think you covered a good amount there with the fact that it is okay to have a 9 to 5 and it is okay to be a day trader. I
Yeah,
think once you really, get started, you need that security in the beginning because that's going to help build that confidence. And,
yeah,
once you become a trader and you do decide to go all in, I don't think you can necessarily just go all in without a plan, right? So,
yeah,
it would
exactly.
like like that sounds like a challenge in the beginning before you're going to commit. Like, do you think you're capable of jumping into crypto full time without a steady plan?
Yeah.
If
And yeah, sorry to cut you off. The thing is, as well, you have to have some sort of, like I said, plan. You need savings, at least a year to 2 years of savings that you can don't have to worry about the bills if you do try it. And also, you need to make sure you're profitable because what's the point of going all in if you're not profitable?
Yeah,
It just doesn't make sense at all.
right back in the factory again, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, like I said, trading has gave like the last few years gave me a wonderful lifestyle, and I'm glad that I did learn those hard lessons at the start rather than later on down the line.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think you get that fresh rush, you get a little taste, it gets taken away from you, and
Yeah,
it's life telling you, hey, this is your reality check. Here's your opportunity. Do you really want to lock in and take this further? Okay, then these are going to be the necessary steps you have to take now, and your tuition fee's been paid. Now learn and understand the game, study your craft if you
yeah,
want to level up to succeed.
yeah, exactly.
I think once you found your way from factory into wealth group, like kind of what drew you towards it and how was that when you fully committed and how's been your experience with wealth group since you joined in?
So I actually found Wealth Group via Twitter because I was actually in the same meme coin that Johnny was in. So I saw he posted about it. I was like, "Who is this guy?" Because he's just made me so much money. So I loved him for that. But of course, I didn't sell. I round tripped it all. But yeah. So I was like, okay, I didn't join straight away. I was just keeping tabs on them. So, and I was like, okay, I like what they do. So I joined, and then that's when I found leverage trading, which is a whole nother beast, I
Oh,
think. Yeah, it's crazy. But I joined and got into leverage straight away. The money that I built up was gone like that because I had no risk management. I'd revenge trade, I'd over risk, I'd lose. I think the biggest, like when I started, the biggest loss I took on leverage trading in one day was probably 60K.
that's
Yeah,
things, bro.
yeah, which wasn't ideal at all. But the thing is, you kind of get used to it, don't you? You get numb
Yeah.
to the feeling of numbers, which is a good and bad thing. Because in the real world, like it sounds bad, but when my friends or family they're talking about money, like buying these things or losing money, like I don't really have any emotion for it. because I feel like my emotion is just gone like that because of trading.
Yeah.
So I'm numb to numbers. I'm numb to losing money. I'm kind of numb to making money now, and I don't like that part of it, but it also comes with it because you also have to be okay with losing money in crypto.
Yeah,
And I'm
bro.
sure.
I think you're right.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
gotta be able to understand that there's gonna be an influx of money and there's gonna be days when you're risking down and you're
Yeah.
gonna lose the money and right, like no trader is ever 100 for 100. It's just part of the way.
Yeah.
But I feel
Exactly.
once you master your risk management, then you're already going into a trade knowing, hey, I'm gonna be comfortable losing this amount if my stop losses is hit.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a stop loss on and you are max long, you are super liable to getting your account wiped and you won't even
Yeah.
do anything. And
Yeah.
dude,
Has that
there's
happened to you before?
oh dude, I got wrecked on chain link going from I thought at the time I was max long. It was 18 bucks, supposed to go up to like 22 to 25. I had no stop loss in. I was also in the middle of coming home from my mom's to my house. So
Yeah.
driving, it's like down 2K. I'm like, all right, whatever. It went from 18 bucks to like $11. Opened up
Yeah.
my
Oh.
account's zeroed out. I have no idea what happened. So now I'm like trying to backtrack my steps. And then it's just like, yeah, you have no funds left. I'm like, wow, bro.
When you get that email or text from Bybit, you know you're screwed.
Dude, like, and it's just me robbing me at that point because
Yeah.
I didn't do the steps necessary. And that's part of the tuition fee, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
So
let-
I don't know if you remember it. It was when Russia and Ukraine announced like the war came out. I was out for dinner with the missus and I was long maybe on five different coins. We're having dinner. I get like a bunch of notifications. Stop loss hit, stop loss hit, stop loss hit, stop loss hit. What's going on here? And just see fucking everything's dumped, lost a bunch of money. I was like, this isn't going to be a fun dinner.
oh,
I think I
yeah.
might have to get the missus to pay for dinner at this rate.
Immediate change in demeanor. She's like, oh, babe, what's wrong?
Yeah,
Let's just
not
finish.
not today.
We're going to finish eating.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the thing with Wealth Group was that it had all the tools for me at the time, and it has the tools for everyone. And I think it's just about actually not being lazy and using the tools you have. Because if you have all the right tools, you have people helping you 24/7 in the Discord, there's streams pretty much all day, every day. That is really what you need to become a profitable trader. But you just have to put the work in. And I think a lot of people don't like to put the work in. They
Yeah.
expect everything to be handed to them on a plate, which I've realized that by being like quite active on Twitter, because you get all these people begging for stuff.
The
It's like
DM
they're
stop, right? They see you
yeah,
they trade. Hey, sir, can you give me 500 bucks? Like, come on, bro.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll
I
pay.
would rather they ask for a call. I would
Yeah,
happily jump on a call. But it's funny because I've done giveaways in the past where I'm giving away a certain amount of money. Then I've also done giveaways about um, me doing a one to one, like an educational one to one. There was barely anyone in the giveaway for the one to one, and thousands for the money. So
but
people just want to get handed stuff, but if you have the tools, everything's there for you.
and I think that's a big misconception with Wealth Group, right? Like, it's not just a place to go learn Wealth Group's not just a place where you're gonna get a trade and you're gonna cash out. Like, it's deeper than that. There's community. There's people all over the globe who are in the group who are catering at literally all hours of the day. There's so many levels of education from beginner, middle to intermediate to like even your advanced traders who now come in.
Mhm.
They kind of find their way home. Like when
Yeah.
you signed up, what was your level of crypto trading at? Would you say you're a beginner or
Yeah.
did you work your
So
way up from the group?
yeah, so I was a complete in regards to charting coins, I was a complete beginner and I only started taking it seriously, like to learn, is when I so I'll tell you a story. This was probably when it was like a pivotal point for me. Is my grandma passed away years ago and she left me and my brother some money
Sorry to hear
in
that.
bonds, and I lost a bunch of money. It got liquidated. I was like, I still got this. It was 25 grand. I was like, I still got this. I'll sell it, put it in, put it into the trading account, use that,
Get
but
back.
it got liquidated. I was like, okay, I cannot be doing this anymore. So that's when I first was like, okay, I need to learn. Don't trade with any money to begin with, because whilst you're learning, there's no point trading with all your capital because you're not fine tuned. You haven't perfected the art of trading yet. So why risk your money whilst doing that? So that was my mentality whilst I was learning. And yeah, it can be annoying or frustrating when you see your ideas play out, but you don't have any money on it.
Yeah,
But
it's like
your
the work.
ideas could also be wrong, and you
Yeah,
could lose money. So I think back testing on the charts, and I used to tag people in chart ideas a lot, like traders or moderators, just to pester them about, oh, what do you think about my chart? And then, for example, I followed Woods a lot back in the day and Rigo because I had a similar trading strategy to them. So I would just analyze their charts and just try and see what they're seeing on the charts. And it was probably that probably helped me the most because
that's a
I was,
that's a great way to utilize like their thoughts and their mindset and try to match it up to where yours at. And shout
yeah,
out to Rob Woods and Rigo, both elite
it's
members
always,
of the group.
yeah,
But yeah, I've actually done that with some of John's calls. Like if he
yeah,
throws a level out at like a BTC entry, I'll pull it up and I'll kind of see it on the daily frame and then maybe like the hourly and how to see like, all right, what is he actually looking at to maybe kind of gain some insights for even myself, right? Because yeah, if
yeah,
you're a member and you want to follow the copy trades, sure, you can be profitable, but to really take your game up to that next level and really enhance yourself, you're gonna have to follow in like your footsteps, right? You're gonna have to ask the mods questions. You're gonna have to be active. You're gonna have to do your own work. You know, it's not
yeah,
gonna be handed to you.
yeah.
And the awesome thing about Wealth Group is that all those tools are there at your disposal. You just got to utilize them.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the funny thing about Woods. He did not one to ones, like group classes.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
that's yeah, so that's where I actually got my foundation of trading. So how I chart support and resistance, I got that from Woods back in the day. Supply and demand, I got that from Rigo. And then I used them and just fine tune my own strategy from based off that and see what worked well for me, what didn't work well for me. Because you also have to factor in your lifestyle when it comes to trading. So whether you're a busy person with 9 to 5 or you have kids, you need to adjust your trading strategy based off that. Because if you're busy, you can't monitor trades all the time. So you're
Yeah,
best off playing maybe higher time frame levels. Or if you are free, you can trade lower time frame and you can actively monitor it. So I think that's also why Wealth Group is really good because there's I think about 16 traders at the moment, all different strategies and caters to everybody.
yeah, not that is key, man. Understanding your strategy, kind of understanding your lifestyle, right? Like if you
Yeah.
are someone who may be driving all day and you can't be on your phone, then that higher time frame might suit you. You maybe leave some bids in, it might go, you fill, or you might not get hit, and then you just wait for that to come around. I know Woods is key of like setting a play. It might not hit at first, it might not hit that second time,
Yeah.
but good at leaving it because that third time it typically like plays out for him.
Yeah.
Um, all right, Tariq, how would you describe your trading style currently? Are you more a short term? Are you a high time frame? Are you a hybrid between both?
Okay, so uh day to day it's mainly lower time frame trading. So I like to do breakout trades because they are very fun to trade. They're more high risk, but it's I just love them because it catches people off guard. Because a lot of the time, I'd long a coin and people would be like, "Oh my god, why are you longing this coin? It's already up this amount," but it just keeps on going. So that's why I love lower time frame trading. You can catch the move before like it actually like the big move happens, which I love.
feel like you've been talking about the token MYX lately, and you caught that
Um,
way up, dude.
yeah, there was yesterday. Actually, no, Monday. I longed MYX at 3.8, closed I think for 100% move, and it ripped to $18.
Dude, I mean, that's where I wish I bought just some spot tokens of that bag because,
Yeah, it's
leverage is a different beast. And like, there's so many avenues to earn where you could have just bought spot under $1 and had a nice 18x to 18 bucks,
yeah,
you know?
it's that's probably the quickest 18x I've seen in a while,
Yeah.
with a coin like that. And the thing is, as well, about holding spot compared to trading leverage. So this is why I'm also a bit of a hybrid trader as well, because I like to set high time frame bids. So these stink bids that I use daily support, daily resistance, and then OB clusters. Because I have when it comes to high time frame, I'll be honest, I have a lot of patience. Because whenever I set those bids, I always get tagged on Twitter or in the group. Those bids are never going to get filled,
Yeah.
and then I finally get filled. They're
That's all
like,
I'm saying.
yeah, they're like, how have you been filled like that? I was like, well, you just got to have some patience. So I think having both high time frame and lower time frame in your locker is a good all round trader. And then also with when it comes to spot, this may catch some people off guard, but I don't believe in long term holding for spot. There's only two coins that I believe for long term. That's Bitcoin and Ethereum.
It's only
They're the main two that I would happily put my money in, just buy weekly like Rigo did. He's been buying weekly for years.
his story with that, insane.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. And I wish I did that.
I know. It's kind of genius, like in the retrospect of it all, like just continuously purchase, like up or down. Like now look at it, he's got a life savings in Bitcoin and he's just relaxed,
Yeah,
you know?
he's chilling. And also, people say it's so easy to hold, but imagine you hold through COVID, all these events that have happened over the past few years. So it takes balls to hold everything that you have in Bitcoin
Dude,
or Ethereum.
if
So
there's
yeah,
hands of steel, it's him. But you're right, dude. Like, think about it at any age group, right? Like, if you're 20 or 40, life-changing money is life-changing money at any value to you. Like, for me, if 25K hit my hands, that's like life-changing money right now. I could do a
yeah,
lot. For someone else, 2,500 might change their whole life. So, like, yeah,
yeah,
you don't know if it's gonna go higher, if it's gonna go lower. So you kind of want to maybe keep like a level of like, all right, I want to hit this goal or I'm at this goal. Let me be smart and maybe take profit or pull out my initials and then reassess, your potential next trade.
yeah, yeah. So taking profit is a massive thing for me. I, in terms of actually withdrawing into my bank, I probably withdraw 20% profits per week, maybe less or more depending on the situation. But I think a lot of people, they're just searching for that 1,000% trade, that that big trade that will make them rich. But it's like I said before, it's that's not always the case. So what I like to do is I like to think of, okay, what can this money get me in real life? Whether that be pay for my rent, pay for a holiday, pay for a car, whatever it may be, what can that money get me in real life? Because it's not profit until it's in your bank at the end of the day.
Unrealized profit is not profit. I know
Yeah,
that now card looks cool, but until you close that out or until you transfer that into your bank account, it is not actually profit.
exactly.
Your spot holdings. If you're holding spot and you're up, but you don't sell, you're not really up that dollar amount. I've been
Yeah.
I've been famous for screenshotting my pork, sending it to Keto, sending it to G, sending it to Johnny, and then not selling. And then I'm like, oh, there goes, 50K, 20K, 5K.
That's the time to sell. When you screenshot it, when you're happy, you
Listen,
sell some.
anyone listening right now, if you are trader, wherever you're at, stocks, crypto, all that, you take a screenshot of your portfolio, you have to sell something.
Yeah.
The rule.
It'll make your life a lot easier and a lot less stressful.
Tareeq, how has being a member of Wealth Group and a leader in Wealth Group kind of catered to your role and your mindset?
So It's I think because I came up as a member, so I started just as a paying member in chat ideas, or just spamming chat ideas with questions, trying to get help from other people. And then luckily John saw that I was helping out a lot, so he asked me to be a moderator. So that actually allowed me to stop working in the factory, so I could just focus on that purely. Because I think if John didn't ask me to be a moderator, then I couldn't have done that. So I think that helped accelerate my pathway to becoming a trader. And so yeah, I was a moderator. Then got asked to be a talents. So people who aren't in the group, talents is sort of like a internship per se for the group. So you're still posting your trades, but you're helping out members and charters. You're still live streaming. It's just trying to get a name for yourself. And luckily, I did get a name for myself and was able to go to academy, and then now being as a corner. And I think I just really want to help as many people as I can because I've been in the same situation. So I think it's just about putting yourself in other people's shoes. And I'll try and do that as much as I can. Obviously, I can't help everyone. Not everyone's going to like me or the way I trade. But as long as I can help people on my journey, like people help me, then that's all I want to do.
I feel like that's a common theme from every single person that's in the corner, the academy, and that honestly stems from the leadership of John. Like I know
Yeah.
John in real life for IRL for a lot of people in the space. And he's always been the type to like help and like I think that's really been a pivotal part in his success, right? Like he rose up, but he also brings up a lot of people around him and
Yeah.
even like Woods, Rigo, Michelle, they've all been in here from the beginning, the very
Yeah.
early on. And, they all started out kind of similar to you did. They all kind of jumped in and they were getting active and helping other people without expecting anything in return. And kind of look where that landed you now. So that's huge, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I have massive respect for John. To be honest, I actually probably wouldn't be where I am without him or wealth groups. So always have massive respect for John.
Shout out to the one and only crypto guy, John. Not only did you change
Yeah,
my life, did you change Tariq's life, but countless amounts of other people. So big respect,
definitely.
dog.
Definitely. We need another holiday.
ASAP. Tariq, a couple questions I'm going to fire off at you. Let's have some fun on this round
Yeah.
right here. All right. So, what does your day to day look like as a trader?
Day to day. So it's actually pretty boring. I wake up, have my breakfast, check the charts. So whether I check lower time frame coins that I want to trade, or I just set my plan for the week or the day. I think that starts the day off nice or starts the week off nice. And then because you can't be on the charts all the time, so I try and get out, play some paddle, play some golf. I did play rugby a lot, but it's too cold for that now. So
Yeah.
I would play that in the summer. Try and just spend some time off the charts because you just need time off the charts. You can't be on the charts all the time.
Got to touch grass, as they say, right?
Exactly. And try and go on as many holidays as I can.
Yeah.
That's
That
the main thing.
that time in the market and time trading, also you need to kind of reset to come back, refocus. So you do need
Yeah.
a couple gaps in between. Top three favorite crypto coins right now.
Right now, so I'm probably going to go with BTC and ETH. It's boring, but it's the one I will long term hold. And the third one is because it's the brown chip meme is fart coin. I love that coin. It's a bit weak right now, but I love it. It's a brown chip meme. I've made a lot of money from it. I love trading it.
I think it's gonna do a nice run. If you weren't trading right now, where do you think you would be?
So I think I actually probably would have taken like a finance route or sales route, just being in the office 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I didn't, to be honest.
Well, you kind of
Really
have
not.
control over your own self. Like
Yeah.
by trading, yeah, it's high risk, high demand, but you're getting insights by building that confidence in yourself by, going into a position with stuff, risk management on, knowing the take profits, where it could potentially go wrong, being okay with that loss because you have that stop loss in, and having a full bulletproof plan. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like you can schedule your own day how you want. That's probably what I think is the best thing about trading is you can decide what you do with your time.
Yeah.
You don't need to work around anyone else or work for anybody else. And you're just basically the boss of your life, which is what everyone wants. But it does come with risk. And I think it always will come with risk, but you just have to manage the risks.
Think, bro, you're so right. It will always come with risk. You just got to figure out, you know, do you have what it takes to take that leap of faith? And it starts with having faith in yourself first and foremost.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I think taking that leap, you're right. And I think the best thing is actually finding people who are in the same sort of industry or similar interests. So you need a community like Wealth Group. You have the same people wanting the same outcomes.
yeah.
So it'll just elevate yourself.
One piece of advice you would give your younger self before starting your crypto journey.
So before starting crypto journey, it'd be taking profit, don't round trip. Before starting my leverage trading, don't trade with money whilst you're learning and manage risk.
Key, bro.
Yeah.
Key insights right there.
Yeah. I think that, yeah, managing risk is the most important one. This is what keeps people alive in trading.
For sure. And whether in
Yeah.
the storm, like those massive drawdowns, like you had your stop losses hit. What if you didn't have that during those war news?
Yeah.
Would liquidated potentially, and also
Oh,
having
yeah.
stop loss in play is key. You might have secured some profits, but some is better than none. And you
Yeah.
get to walk away with a blown out account, man.
Which is not what you want.
No. We're here at the end of the day, we're all here to make money. We're not here to lose money.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Man, Tareeq, thanks for sharing your story, bro. Like, it's definitely empowering to see someone who started out as just a member and really elevate their game to now someone that's a leader, a role model in the group who continues to deliver. You show up every day. I'm in there and I'm seeing all the streams that you're on, the conversations that you're in from your corner to the chats to the charts, man. So it's definitely motivating me to step my game up. I
You'll
love
be taking my spot.
maybe
You'll be taking my spot. I got competition.
side by side with you, brother.
I appreciate it, Drew.
Yeah, man. We'll do this again, bro. We'll dive deeper
Yeah.
into insights real soon.